This is a really lazy video. If you don't know, had a procedure yesterday, so I'm unable to kind of get up and do what I would usually do. Not a massive amount, but just like I have to rest and be as comfortable as possible. So this is gonna be a lazy video. However, I realized last week, I don't know why, I did a video for my monthly, like all the things I read in February instead of my monthly faves. I think I was just super distracted by this little one, so I completely forgot to do that. So I'm gonna go through that now instead. I feel like there's like not too much, but I'm still gonna do it anyway. First thing I want to touch on is YouTubers. Again, I only touch on this when I'm watching new people because I usually stick to the same kind of people. But I really started watching Call Me Chris, which I didn't expect because she's done a couple things that I don't really like nothing like problematic, I guess, just some things I didn't really fuck with. And then I watched her a lot for a couple of weeks, and then I think there were some things she said in old videos though, not new videos. Her new videos are a lot better. In old videos, her true crime videos specifically, where I was like, I don't fuck with that. So I've stopped watching her. But again, like her new videos are a lot better. She's a lot more professional in how she talks about true crime. I don't watch anyone but Rotten Mango, so I'm really, I guess, particular about what I watch, but also I'm particular about how people talk about true crime because it's such a sensitive, as it should be, subject, and it should be handled with grace and care and respect. But there's also some things that she used to say, like, I'm not political, and then in her recent videos it's the complete opposite, where she's like, fuck Trump and all of that. So it's kind of like, there's clearly been some change here. Great. However, after watching a couple of old videos that made me slightly uncomfortable, I'm still watching her new ones, her new true crime ones. I don't really like anything else that she makes, just in terms of subject and theme. Not her. But I've kind of moved to Jacksepticeye, which I know I'm super late on this bandwagon. Yes, he did a collab with Smosh, and here we are. Basically, all you need to do is collab with Smosh, and I'll watch anything you do. Period. I love his stuff. I love his stuff. I love it. It's just so like calm and chill, and he's so lovely. And I'm watching it now, and I'm like, yeah, of course this guy has 30 million followers. Makes complete sense. He's just so chill, and I love that. Love his videos. Think he's awesome. Think he's a funny as fuck person. Think he's a great person. So I'm watching him every day. Then it was 12th Night by Olivia Blake's YA pseudonym. I think it's Alexine Fulmouth, something like that. I just actually finished Divine Rivals. I'm not going to talk about it yet because that will be in my March wrap up. But why is all the YA I'm reading at the moment good? Because usually, like, can you hear him? Little boy, he's so cute. He likes to sleep on me like a scarf. I'm currently touching his toe beans. There's a lot of YA that I know if I had read as a young adult, as a teenager, I would have been like, yeah, I like this. But as an adult, I'm like, you know, and a lot of the time I would kind of round it up to just, I'm not the target audience. However, I've read a lot of YA this year, unintentionally to be fair, and all of them have been good. I haven't read one that's been 5 stars yet, but they've all been 4.5. And I think the only reason they haven't been 5 stars is because I'm like, there is still a level of like, this is a little bit juvenile for me. But 4.5 is incredible. Like, that's amazing for a YA for me, honestly. That's like rare. Two movies I loved. One was the Smosh sitcom. I didn't. So basically, they do this thing where they do like a live show. The only way you can watch it is if you buy a ticket. You don't have. It's not to attend. It's just like a live streamed show, but it's like it's acting. So it's like a full on like not scripted fully, but like the initial plot is scripted and then they what's the word? They improvise. Basically, Smosh is basically just a bunch of actors and comedians, so it's a really fun setup. I didn't buy it, but I did pirate it. Sorry, I love them. I've just bought tickets to see them live in June, bro. Like, you can take my money in appropriate times. I want to support them as much as possible, but I did pirate the sitcom one. They did a General Hospital one, which looked really funny, which will probably be piratable at some point soon, and I will watch it. I love them. I think they're so funny. I'm really excited to see them live. If you can afford to spend that much on a couple hours of a live stream, then please do. But if you can't, I would still pirate it, because if you like it, you can rate it, and that supports them in other ways. The second one I loved watching was the Robin Williams documentary. I'm finding directors, like specifically documentary directors, that I'm really loving. So the director who did this did a bunch of other documentaries on like actors and artists that have passed, and I loved this one so much. And then there's also, I can't remember her name right now, but I do have a favorite true crime documentary director. She did like all the really famous ones. They're all on Netflix, but they are by far the best ones. Like, she does it with such integrity and respect. So yeah, it was really fun to watch the Robin Williams one. I have always loved Robin Williams. Cried when he died, like, as a kid. He is just such a soul. Yeah, I loved that. So we'll move on to books. Actually, I'm glad that I'm doing this a little bit later than usual, because I do have a small update. Like, I usually film my monthly faves a few days before the month actually ends. So I sometimes miss out because I read fairly quickly. Happy Place was my absolute favorite read of last month. I loved that book so much, which says a lot because I cannot fucking stand people we meet on vacation. I fucking hated that book. Ooh, Happy Place touched me in places I have never been touched. Period. 5 stars. I read in a day, I think it's called Creative Junk Journaling, and it's by Natasha. Oh god, I can't remember her surname, but she's like an influencer. I love this. 5 stars. No notes. It was so beautiful, and I felt so inspired, like, just going through it. I was also sent the arc, so I'm like so grateful for that, because that's so cool. I've followed her for a really long time. But yeah, highly recommend that. Couple of other faves I had was Ghost of a Chance, which was I said this in my last video, but the first 25% was so bad, and then the next 75% was beautiful. So this is why I don't DNF books, period. What else did I read that I loved? Oh my god, Lie With Me by Philippe Besson. Destroyed. I'm actually destroyed. It was really close between Lie With Me and Happy Place. Two such different books, even though they're both about love. Like, one is a love story, the other is a romance. If you know, you know. I think I just related so much to Happy Place that won for me, like the number one spot. It was so relatable for me. Like, that is my life. But Philippe Besson, like, that is one of the best books I've ever read, is what I'd say. Like, it would be one of my favorites of all time. It was beautiful. now I'm thinking, like, why did it not get, like, win over Happy Place? I mean, yeah, I think it's just the relatability aspect. Like, when you read something, even if it's shit, but you relate, it's gonna be 5 stars for you, most likely. So yeah, I loved those two. Were my favorites by far. I loved them so much. I feel like there's something I'm missing. One more book. I haven't really been watching any new shows because I've been watching so much Jacksepticeye. So I do often mention the YouTubers I watch because if they're new, because I'm usually binging them a lot when I first kind of get into them, and that kind of takes over my ability to watch TV shows. But the one TV show I did watch and binge was Bridgerton. I fear this was one of my favorite seasons. I fear, yeah, that's a bit of me. That's a bit of me. Yerin, who is the actress for Sophie, is the funniest motherfucker on the planet. And I love Eloise so much. I love Claudia Jessie. She is the most charming woman on the planet. I blush every time she opens her fucking mouth. I am so excited for her to be the next season. Yeah, loved it. Similar-ish with music, although I will say, something did add to this problem. One, this boy. He won't leave me be. So, like, I rarely get time to listen to music because he requires so much attention. And this is the second problem, and this is the worst one of them all, in my opinion. My earphones that I've had for like 4 years, which are my favorite earphones I've ever owned in my life. They're the Sony Link Buds S. This is not sponsored or an ad. They are just my absolute fucking favorite things ever. The case has started to break, so like I will fully charge it and it will last for 2 minutes, and I'm not exaggerating. 2 minutes. That's it. No, like I'll charge them for hours. Doesn't matter. It will last 2 minutes. So I finally bought a new pair, secondhand, of course, and I haven't tried them yet. But I am working on site for the next like fucking week straight. I usually work from home 24/7, but I'm excited because that means I get to make sure that these earbuds work, and if they do, I'll be able to get back in the game of like one, actually listening to my audiobooks, because that's really helpful with him. Like, to like, the reason I listen to music is because I like to have it on my speaker at home, but I can listen to audiobooks on my earbuds. I know I'm neurodivergent, let's not have to talk about that yet. But yeah, traveling, I obviously use my earbuds, and now I finally can. They've been broken for like a month, and I was just like trying to figure out how to fix it, and there was just no way. So unfortunately, yeah, my poor bank. But anyways, it's fine. Got a new pair. Really excited to get back into that. However, I have listened all month to Drag Path by 21 Pilots. If you're not new here, #1 fan right here. 10 years fan, babe. Tattoo, babe. Josh Dunn said happy birthday to me, babe, because he know my friend, babe. So yeah, that was my #1. I know Ray released a single. It's not my favorite of hers. Do I love her down? Absolutely. Am I counting down the days to her album? Absolutely. No pun intended. Her sister absolutely also has a new single. I have not listened to it yet, but I fear I will love it. Absolutely. And there's like a bunch of songs I haven't listened to that I really want to listen to, that I've seen like advertised. But again, I just haven't I haven't had 5 minutes. With the surgery prep and then the actual surgery and whatever, it's just been a lot, and the last thing I've been able to do, unfortunately. But now I'm back in the game, even though I still have my patient ban. Now that I'm able to like leave the house and not fast and not be on meds and not like do all of that prep, I'm gonna be listening to music, bitches. Again, it's gonna be me. So anyways, I think that's all my faves. Books, movies, TV shows, YouTubers, music. Bingo! I also did start a new game, but I'm not going to mention it yet because I haven't played enough of it to review it. It's kind of complicated, but it is a cozy game and I am loving the graphics. Can you guess? It's not a very popular one, but it was on sale recently on Steam and Nintendo, so take a guess. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this lazy ass fucking video. I'm resting. Or trying to. It's raining. I have a cat on my head. Life is good. I love you all so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.